India ready to resume dominance at home in Test match cricket, as has been the case in the last few years. Bangladesh ready to commence with their World Test Championship campaign. It's India versus Bangladesh in a two-match Test series for the first time in India. We're looking ahead to the first Test at Indore on ESPNcricinfo Match Day. And Bangladesh have their work cut out. India's impressive home record has broken all sorts of records already. And as we look at a history between these two sides, you see that it does favour India. It goes well beyond when this home record started for India under Virat Kohli. But India never had Bangladesh at home for Test cricket up until 2017, when they managed to beat them in the one-off Test in Hyderabad. Virat Kohli, the double hundred in that Test. One-off Test in 2015 was effectively washed out, and therefore it was a drawn series on paper. But Bangladesh are yet to beat India in Test match cricket. That is something that they'd look to right, given that they've managed to defy history in the T20 eyes, beating India for the first time in that format. But this is a different task altogether. Let's just have a look at Bangladesh's record in Test match cricket. It's not thoroughly impressive, given that this is a team that's improved in white ball cricket. There are still questions when it comes to their red ball game. From 11 matches since January 2018, they've won 3 and lost 7. They also most recently lost to Afghanistan at home, which would have dealt their confidence in Test cricket a severe blow. India, on the other hand, since 2013, 32 tests at home, 26 wins, 5 draws, and just a solitary loss to Australia in Pune in a series that they did eventually turn around and win as well. So Bangladesh, under a new captain in Mominul Haq, do have their work cut out against the finest side in Test cricket at the moment. And as far as India's dominance continues, it won't just be at home, it'll also be atop the World Test Championship points table. They sit high and pretty above everyone else, more points than all the other teams put together in what is still the early days of the World Test Championship. But 240 points after convincing wins against both the West Indies and South Africa. They'll be looking to extend that as the last two tests at home for this home series come their way against Bangladesh. Bangladesh and Pakistan, the only two teams still to kick off on the World Test Championship, both of whom will be starting now. Bangladesh against India and then Pakistan against Australia. So two significant away challenges for both those two teams. But Bangladesh would be looking to spring a surprise or two against this mighty Indian side, which will be effectively at full strength. The likes of Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya still away due to injury, but Virat Kohli will return to lead the side after being rested in the T20 eyes, and is thoroughly impressed with the fast bowling resources that he has, something that India did showcase against South Africa, where Umesh Yadav was called in at the last minute and did have a significantly impactful performance against South Africa. Goes to show the strength that India's fast bowling resources display these days, and Virat Kohli was all praise for them.
Well, if you ask me, we are right at the top. I won't even count ourselves among 3 and these guys deserve it, because as a captain, when we started off, that was the conversation, and that was the one thing in my mind that I really want to see happen, that our fast bowlers should dominate world cricket. Batting was never an issue, spin was never an issue. After Zach and all these stalwarts went away, we were thinking how can we get back to the top, have the ability and the firepower to pick 20 wickets. So just seeing the way they bowl, and it's the belief that stands out, according to me. Any kind of pitch, any kind of opposition, they believe that they can get more out of the pitch than the opposition, and that belief matters a lot. Actually, it's everything. It's not the most important thing. It's everything for a fast bowler. So I couldn't be more happy for them. And the best thing is they're still not done yet. So they're getting more and more hungry every time they step out. And they love bowling together. I think that's their biggest strength.
Well, significant words of praise from the Indian captain for his fast bowling unit, and it is backed up by the numbers as well. Since Jan 2018, for the best average for pacers, India are better than everyone else, an average of 21.74, 20 matches, 241 wickets. The likes of Bumrah, Ishan Sharma, Mohammad Shami, Umesh Yadav even have been better than any other pace bowling unit in world cricket. The West Indies at number 2 with Kemar Roach, Jason Holder, Shannon Gabriel all having successful stints off late, especially at home. South Africa at number 3, who've particularly enjoyed bowling more at home than away. Pakistan led by Mohammad Abbas at number 4. New Zealand always tend to feature in these lists with the likes of Trent Bolt, Neil Wagner and Tim Southee. But India head and shoulders above the rest in the fast bowling unit, something that is of refreshing delight for Indian Test cricket fans. And And they do rely on their pace bowling to trouble the opposition. They did so against South Africa, who are used to hostile fast bowling in their own backyard. So for Bangladesh, it's going to be an even tougher task. But Mominul Haq does say that his team and his batsmen are up for the challenge.
We play on this type of pace bowler. We don't think about the threat. We play as it will be a good challenge and it will be a good opportunity for everyone. I'm always think like that. I don't think about the threat, and we have to observe the challenge and enjoy this opportunity.
Now, given all the words of praise that Virat Kohli has for his fast bowlers, and given that just on the eve of this test match, the Indore pitch did have just that slight green tinge on it, it does seem to suggest that India would play 3 fast bowlers along with the 2 spinners that would walk into the test team at home, which means there could be place for Ishant Sharma returning in the likely 11 for this test match after being rested in the last test against South Africa. India preferring the extra spin of Shahbaz Nadeem in the last test there. And other than that, it's a pretty straightforward side. Rohit Sharma and Mayank Agarwal enjoyed the series against South Africa. Pujara, who played well in that one-off test against Bangladesh last time, he'll be looking for a big score of his own. Virat Kohli will be hungry for runs. Ajinkya Rahane cemented his place as the 5th batsman ahead of Hanuma Vihari. Jadeja, Saha, Ashwin all add depth to the batting, and Ishant, Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Shami likely to be the 3-man fast bowling unit. As far as Bangladesh go, they've got a few selection calls they'll need to take. One is whether they go with the experience of Imrul Kayes or go for the uncapped Saif Hassan at the top of the order. Mominul Haq will captain for the first time in Test match cricket in the absence of Shakib Al Hassan. Other than that, Mosaddaq Hossain has flown back home due to a family emergency, so he remains unavailable. It'll be interesting to see if Mustafizur Rahman is given a go in red ball cricket as well, making a comeback of sorts to the Bangladesh Test team. Mehdi Hassan otherwise, along with Taijul Islam, are the preferred spin bowling options in long formats. And speaking of Mehdi Hassan, he doesn't quite make the Bangladesh white ball side, but he continues to be one of the first few names that they pick when it comes to their test cricket. We're looking at his overall record of 89 wickets from 20 matches at an average of 32. Particularly good home record. An average of 21 was hugely impressive in his debut series for Bangladesh. Also a winner of the ESPNcricinfo Debutant of the Year award. But away from home, there are questions on the effectiveness of Mehdi Hassan. He'll be looking to better that average of 55.28 from 9 test matches with the 28 wickets. He'll be looking to exploit conditions as test matches get deeper and tend to favour the spin bowlers in India. As far as Virat Kohli goes, he's had a nice little rest. He tends to come back hungry for more, and his numbers in Test match cricket only get better and better. He's now got a career best score after that series against South Africa, and in his last 5 years, he's averaging 77.66 at home. Plenty of hundreds, many of which have been converted into double hundreds, and all evidence to suggest that Virat Kohli could be in store for another big series as the Bangladesh Test series. Well, India will be looking to take the 1-0 lead in this series as effectively and efficiently as they can. Given the second test is the day-night affair, that will add an element of uncertainty for both teams. Never have played with a pink ball before in Test match cricket. So India wouldn't be taking this lightly. Bangladesh are not in a position to be taken lightly. We look forward to this Test match, and I'll be back with key numbers from the same on ESPNcricinfo Match Day.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.